We're here with Charles Glass right after the prejudging Friday night at the 225 Olympia. Charles, what did you think of the prejudging today?
I thought it was fantastic. Everybody was in shape. There was no one fat on stage. At least it was great. Fantastic.
I have it this way. I look at it as I'm a big fan of Andrew Jack. I love his physique. I think it has a lot to bring of Cedric style, Sean Roden style. But I think he's not knocking out the champ. He's got good conditioning, but he's not knocking out the champ. Even though I would vote for him, but I think Sampson's going to best him. Because Sampson came to play also.
Yes.
What do you think about those two guys compared to one another?
I'm going to take Sampson.
I'm going to take Sampson.
Take Sampson only because Sampson he brought it again to win. Second and third is going to be tight. I would put Jack third.
You like Jack also?
Yes.
Right? You like the way I think
he made such an improvement, and you got to give him credit for what he did. And he did bring the package. It was totally different from the way it used to be.
Yeah.
So appreciate
Definitely. Now the top four, what we're assuming the top four, the way the comparisons went, also include Hadi Chapin and Derek Lunsford. Both of those guys previous. I didn't think Lunsford looked good at all. I thought Hadi was okay, but a little thick in the middle. What do you think?
Thick in the middle. That was the fool. See, but, this was just me. That type of body should be rewarded.
Yeah.
You can see it. Penalized for it.
I mean, both Hadi and Derek were former 212 guys, and they won the Open, so
they won the Open, but even when they won the Open, when Derek won the Open, Steve was tight.
yes.
So that was a different word.
He had to get bigger to go up against the bigger guys, and
That's not getting bigger.
I agree.
That's just, assisting yourself.
Yeah. To me, the biggest disappointment in the show, which probably shouldn't even be because he hasn't been here in 2 years, was Nick Walker. All the talk about Nick.
You don't have the shape like all the other guys have. He changed his body, but he didn't have the shape. So it will come.
He did post some photos on social media about a week or so ago, and it looked, if the photos weren't touched, which I don't think they were, I think they looked legit, he looked like he might have peaked early. He looked softer here than he did then.
He looked good then, but still the shape.
Too much thickness in the middle.
Yeah.
Too much thickness. I like the way Martin Fitzwater looked. I think
Yes.
he definitely is a name that we're going to be hearing about.
You're going to hear a lot about that guy. That guy's moving good. He's great. Good shape. And you can tell he's clean.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful look.
And we had some other guys that did pretty good, I thought. William Bonac, Brandon Curry. I mean, they're not in the top, but they didn't embarrass themselves. They went
They
on
didn't get
stage.
embarrassed? No.
No, they went on stage, they looked fine.
They look both. Maybe time has come by. It's hard. Those guys, even when you have it in you, it's hard to let it go.
Yeah.
It's hard to let it go. Sometimes you got to keep going. Brandon,
Not all of them can be like Dexter.
It's not the body he used to have. So
Yeah.
it's just got to work real hard before keep going. Dexter was smart. He wouldn't train at all for at least 6 months. He said, "Here we time to hit it. Let's go."
And this is a guy who competed in a lot of shows. Even the year he won the 08, he won the Arnold, he won the Olympia, and he was doing, they had the Grand Prix those years.
That's right.
They brought them back. The European. So he was competing a lot that year.
Dexter was getting ready to retire. And I told him, I said, "Why are you retiring?" He said, if I was part out of the top 5, I'm not going to retire. I said, "Man, you got a lot of life in your body." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Come see me." So he decided to take a chance. He ended up moving out there because of me. And we had a lot of fun.
We love Jacksonville and came out to LA.
He stayed out there, then he goes home, spend his time at home. It's time to train. We hit
Get back to Charles. But the guy like him is he's an anomaly. He's one of a kind. He's trained that hard into that age. Al Beck was in his 50s. Was on the Olympia stage.
He was still competing.
And he finished in the top 10 in his 50s.
Yes.
That goes going back to the 80s. Big name.
Yeah.
Okay, tomorrow night, 24 hours from now, who do you think the top three are going to be in the order?
I would hate to say that because all of my friends, I don't put them in word like that. I say it's going to be close.
Yeah.
So you got to pick who you come to shape. You know, if the condition is there, give it to that person.
Do you think somebody like Artie and or Derek, who have had championships in the past, might get the nod over a guy like Andrew just because of their past?
Well,
If they're close?
one of them will get the knock over, but one will not.
So you think he's still going to be top three?
He'll
Yeah?
be in the top three.
That's good to hear.
He's going to be in the top. At least that's how I would put him in the top three. And then he's fighting for the number one spot.
Yeah.
And he can get that, but not worry about weight. Not how much you weigh, it's how you look on the scale. That's what
I
we
think
got.
he needs to work on his posing a little bit.
Yes.
He doesn't hold his pose that much. You know, he moves it too quick. And he's beautiful, his body. You want to see that pose.
Perfect example of who? Paul Gillette.
Oh, yeah.
Have a body like crazy, but he couldn't hold his pose for nothing. But yes, I
Great
trained-
bodybuilder, though.
Great
One
body.
of the best of all
I had
time.
a lot of fun with him.
You got
I've had
who's
them all.
who.
I've had them all.
Your little black book is full of the best in the
Yeah.
industry. Charles Glass right here. Tomorrow night we will be back and we will see who is going to be crowned 2025 Mr. Olympia. I think both of us agree Samson did enough to maintain that title. He made it to him.
Yes.
We'll see you guys tomorrow night, and hopefully Andrew Jack. I picked him to win. If he doesn't, I hope he gets second at least.
Third.